Good afternoon, my friends, and happy Monday. It is the 6th of December today, and I hope you all had a lovely weekend. As you all know, I had a great weekend celebrating birthdays and making cakes and many other fun things with family. So because of that, this morning was a really nice, quiet, slow, lazy Monday morning. And now it's the afternoon and I've sort of perked up a bit and I'm ready to get started for the day. Today I am starting my Christmas quilt and I am so excited. I've spent the morning deciding what size I'm going to make because the pattern that I'm using has different sizes. So I've figured out the one that I want to do and I've got enough fabric for the background and I've got my beautiful fat quarter bundle, and yeah, I'm really happy with the fabric pull. So without further ado, the Christmas quilt that I will be making this month during Vlogmas is this one. It is called Quilty Trees by Quilty Love, and I've seen this pattern all over Instagram and I'm like, I have to make that. So again, this is a paid for pattern and it is by Emily Dennis. Can't remember, I think I bought this from her website, so I'll link it down below if you would like to go and purchase a pattern and download it and make this as well. Now the version that I've been seeing everywhere is similar to this, where the trees are all got striped fabric through it, and I initially was going to do that, but now I'm going to do it as a scrappy type version quilt. And I've decided to make the throw size, which is 60 by 75 inches, which in Australian terms, if you're not used to inches, it's about 150 by 190 centimeters. So it's a pretty decently sized quilt, and the throw size has 39 blocks in it, so it's going to be like an epic size quilt, and I'm really excited to start it. The fabric bundle, oh, you can see it. So the fabric that I've decided to use for this one is something very colourful and fun, and it is another curated fat quarter bundle, this time by another Australian online shop called Scribbly Gum Quilt Co, and it's this one here. Get ready for it, guys. It's beautiful. Boom! So this is a curated fat quarter bundle from Scribbly Gum Quilt Co. This particular one is called Over the Rainbow, which is just amazing. There's 12 fat quarters in here. It is made up of Kona, Bella and Devon Stone solid fabrics, and I just think it is beautiful, and I've always wanted a Christmas quilt that is just like beautifully coloured. So this is what I got. What do you think? I love it. So I'm going to use them for the Christmas trees. I'm going to use this fabric for the background. This fabric is actually the white on white fabric that I've been using in my Winterville quilt. If you are a long-time Vlogmas viewer, you'll know all about my Winterville quilt. I have put that on hold, and I think if I ever go back to that quilt, I'll possibly start all over again with a whole different set of fabrics. So Winterville quilt has been just canned for the moment, but we'll come back to it. I have enough fabric to be able to do the whole quilt with these together. So this one has like a really sweet sort of like, I don't know, almost look like doily type design on it. So it's a white on white. It's really subtle. It's such a beautiful classic, nice crisp clean white, which I think will go really well with these. I've also decided not to use these two yellows. Yellows I was going to use for the little stumps of the Christmas tree. I instead am going to use this one. This fabric I got from the Stitch Saloon, and it's one of the Ruby Star Society fabrics that I just use in my Create wall hanging, and I just think that's going to go really nice as like just a little pop of print in the trees. And yeah, I just really like how that kind of goes with it all. I'm pretty sure I mentioned that I've decided to do the scrappy version of this quilt, which means instead of doing like the strips of fabric, it'll all be 2.5 inch squares. So there's a little picture here I can show you. So I'm doing this version. I initially was going to do like an ombre kind of design with the trees, so it would be like an ombre blue and ombre pinks, but I just couldn't quite like picture it in my head. It wasn't really matching up with what I was thinking this would end up looking like. And then I thought, oh, maybe I'll like mix and match the stripes or the strips so then they'd be colourful, but then it didn't really quite sort of gel in my head either. And then I saw the scrappy version where you do 2.5-inch squares. I'm like, that's it, that's the one, because then I can mix and match, and then the trees will kind of look like, you know, when you got like the coloured lights on a tree and it's all like multicolored and really cute. That's the kind of vibe we're going for. I really like that idea. So oh, fingers crossed it kind of works out. I can kind of see it in my head, and yeah, I think it's going to look really good. Nice and colourful and intense and bright and in your face. And you know, that's what Christmas should be all about. Intense and in your face and Christmas, you know? So I'm going to spend some time just pressing all of these beautiful fabrics and just, you know, like swooning over them. And then we're going to do a nice big long cutting session. I usually don't really cut all of my pieces out all at once, sort of just cut things as I go. But this time I'm going to just cut everything so then I can just, you know, do one block after another, after another, after another. So it's going to be a great afternoon of pressing and cutting, and my goal for the day is to at least get one block like finished so you can kind of see what we're going for. I'm very excited. It's going to be great. I just love these colours together. The blues and the pinks and the yellows, and oh my gosh, so pretty. And look, I actually managed to put my Create mini quilt wall hanging thing on the wall, and it looks great. I had to rejig around some of my smaller ones, but I really like it. It looks really nice and neat and like purposeful now. I really love it. Happy days! So all of my coloured fat quarters are all now cut, and I have a beautiful, delightful row of coloured squares in front of me, freshly cut, and it just looks so beautiful. And I'm so excited for this, seriously. Look at these beautiful colours. And then, of course, our Ruby Star Society fabric. I just think they look so lovely. Now all I need to do is cut out all of the pieces from my background fabric. But before I do that, I'm actually going to take a break. I am in desperate need of a cup of tea. Cutting all of these squares out, it's actually taken me a little bit longer than what I expected, but that's okay. I actually really enjoy cutting fabric. Measuring and cutting process of just cutting all your fabrics out and getting it all ready is actually one of my favorite parts about quilting. I just find it really meditative, and I like how it's you kind of doing the same thing over and over and over again, and that I need to be really precise and like perfect and spot on. I really enjoy that. It's just sort of like one of my geeky kind of things about me, I suppose. So I'm actually really looking forward to cutting out all the pieces from the white, but I definitely need a cup of tea. I've got the 3:30-itis, you know, it's it's gone 4 o'clock, so yeah, it's tea time, then cutting time. Okay, my friends, I have just finished cutting all of the pieces for the quilt. The only thing that I have to do now is cut out the pieces for the borders, but I will do that once I've pieced all of the blocks together, as well as like the quilt top, because usually the borders are the last thing that you put on. I will, as usual, leave that step till last. I will have plenty of fabric to be able to do that, so I'm not worried about running out of fabric. But I'm really happy with how everything went when cutting. The instructions were quite easy to follow, and everything just looks so like beautifully neat and just lovely. I have to say, I'm not all that used to cutting in such bulk numbers, or even like cutting bulk strips all at one time. So I found because I was cutting like multiple layers of strips at one time, it was really quite hard to cut. So I'm very happy that I have my really big rotary blade to be able to get through it all. What are you doing? Are you right? Just get yourself comfy. There you go. Good boy. You're hiding behind the bin for? You okay? This is my sewing room buddy for the night. You okay, puppy? Who's a good boy? He's a sleepy boy. When it comes to like after 6 o'clock, this guy is ready for bed. He just hunkers down and just, you know, chills out. I'm in two minds whether I actually want to make a block up tonight. We haven't done advent calendars yet, so I might do that and possibly say goodnight and then make you all wait for a block in tomorrow's vlog. Will you all hate me if I do that? I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you get annoyed with me, but I think we'll leave making the blocks to tomorrow. It's just, you're just gonna have to wait, sorry. But look how beautiful this all is. Oh, lovely. So I'm thinking of storing my cut pieces either in this plastic box, or I have a roses tin. Oh, roses tin here. That is now empty. I'm thinking of using either one of those to store everything in, because I don't really want all of the pieces sitting on top of the table, just in case I need the room for some other little project or something like that. I find that it's nice to sort of have all of my pre-cut pieces in like a container or something, so then I can close it and just put it to the side if I need to. It's now just deciding which one. Anyway, let's do our advent calendars. We get to do 2 today. How exciting. Alright, let's get into it and let's do the advent calendars. We will, as always, do our labels one first, and then we'll do our advent swap one last. So it is day 6. So I wonder what we've got today. Oh, it's the sewing machine today. Day 6, we've got this beautiful mint green sewing machine. I love this. Wish I could get like a bigger picture of this illustration and I'll frame it and put it on my wall. That would be great. Let's have a look and see. This other layer always gets me. I'm like, ooh. Ooh. Oh wow, these ones have tea on it. Is it tea or coffee? I'm not sure. Look, puppy. Look what we got. Yeah. Yeah. So as always, we've got 3 little labels. And these ones are very cool. I think it's coffee. It's a little mug and it says go-go juice. But I think it has little coffee beans on it. But I'm gonna say it's tea because I'm a tea lover. I really like these. I really like the colours too. They're just, it's such an odd kind of like green. And then with the blue, I really like them. Into the tin of dreams you go. Little ones, join your friends. Who out there is enjoying this label calendar? I mean, I know I am. It's such a fun little delightful surprise. And they're so like fun and different and, you know, hip and cool. Because sewing is cool. Crafting is cool. We're cool. Anyway. Let's have a look and see what Nikki has given us in our advent swap. And we're looking for day 3 and we get to do the card. Exciting times. 3. Ta-da! Let's do our little advent card first. We need to do number 5 for yesterday. And we have a little fox. And then number 6. Where are you, number 6? Number 6 is hiding. There it is. And this one is a reindeer. Got the fox for number 5 and a reindeer for day 6. The hint for day 3, it is squeeze. Very intriguing. What a clue. Squeeze. I wonder what it could be. It's a tool. It's a fun tool. Nice. It is, oh, we're all caught up. It is a really cool, fun pair of little squeezy scissors. These would come so in handy in my little embroidery tin with all of my threads, or even for like when I do my machine embroidery, because the scissors that came with the machine, they're a little bit, you know, Dodgetown. Oh, they cut really well too. Thank you so much for this, Nikki. I really appreciate it. I'm pretty sure, hopefully you've opened your day 3 gift before watching this, but from what I can remember, I'm pretty sure I give you some haberdashery items today, or haberdashery notions. I'm pretty sure day 3 I did that, so great minds think alike that we both give each other some happy notions on day 3. Yay for us. Thank you so much. These will definitely come in handy. I love a good tool. I love a good gadget. So that's great. Thank you. Well, I'm feeling very spoilt with all of my lovely little gifts and my fun little labels, and starting a new quilt with a wonderful, beautiful fat quarter bundle, and just sharing the quilty love today. Okay, my friends, I'm going to leave today here. Thank you all so much for joining me. Look forward to tomorrow when I'll start piecing up a couple of blocks, and then you can kind of see where this quilt is headed. I think it's going to look great. I mean, I'm tooting my own horn, but I think it's just going to be so colourful and fun, and that's exactly what I want. I just want a nice, fun, colourful, bright, in-your-face Christmas quilt. You know? Why not? Thanks for joining me today, and I will see you all again tomorrow for day 7 of Vlogmas. Bye guys! So here's a treat for those of you who have stayed right to the end of the video, a sneak peek at tomorrow's block. Exciting times!